kicking off 2021 in the best way possible with Hitman 3, one of the most ambitious AAA PlayStation VR games yet. The reviews have been fantastic, and it's going to keep us busy for quite a while. But as great as that is, it leads to a fairly obvious question, and that's, what's next for PSVR? Well, looking at the list of games that have already been announced for 2021, we're stacked to the brim with a ton of single-A games, indie titles, not to mention multiplayer updates for Beat Saber, Tetris Effect, and a ton of DLC for Affected the Manor. So while this list barely scratches the surface of what to expect over the next 12 months, it's not a bad place to start. So here are 15 games we're excited about playing in 2021, after we're done with Hitman. Quasar Interactive started with a solid escape the room foundation for Do Not Open and gave it a roguelike twist. No two playthroughs will be exactly alike, and there is no save feature. All the riddles and spooky events players would normally encounter in a game like Dead by Daylight are instead generated randomly, meaning the replayability for Do Not Open is going to be its main selling feature. Ven VR Adventure is a single-player platformer built for virtual reality from the ground up. You happen to meet Ven on his unknown planet, invaded by Bruce Nelson, who wants to destroy the surrounding magical world and gain access to the energy that can make him virtually immortal. Be the hero to help Ven save his planet from destruction. In an all-new mysterious universe built by the developers of the award-winning Fisherman's Tale, you play as a Maskmaker's apprentice and learn the magic of crafting masks to immerse yourself in the intriguing, enigmatic beings within the game. From mask to mask, puzzle to puzzle, explore your way through the Mask Realm to seek Prospero, who appears to rule it, and ultimately unravel the secret of his identity. Master the mountain from 14,000 feet in this extreme winter sports VR game. Powder VR lets you ski, snowboard, and wingsuit through ice and snow at crushing velocity. Race the clock and dominate the terrain with speed and skill. Alvo has been in development for the better part of 4 years now, a story we can't wait to tell you once we get closer to launch, and it delivers on so many things PSVR gamers have been wanting for a while. As a fast-paced 5v5 first-person shooter where you can run, jump, slide in multiple game modes, Alvo is looking to differentiate itself from Firewall in pretty much every way imaginable. Yuki is an action-packed bullet hell roguelite set in an incredible anime universe. Use your hands to fly Yuki, a superhero action figure, and dodge a near-infinite barrage of bullets and obstacles that fall in your path. Groove to the sound of mesmerizing music as you maneuver through each of the spellbinding levels and battle against creatures that get in your way. Undead Citadel immerses you into an adventure encountering hundreds of undead in breathtaking combat crammed with numerous foes. Slash, stab, crush, or dismember with your own hands for over 10 levels as you find your way into the depths of the cursed Citadel. Hinge takes place in a nightmarish building and creates an environment of suspense as you struggle for survival in an oppressive atmosphere of horror that chases you wherever you go. Every step is filled with fear as your heart races in anticipation of the next ghoulish creature to face. Welcome to Solaris Offworld Combat, a fast-paced multiplayer shooter that drops you straight into intense action. Suit up, log in, and game on. You're about to jump into 4v4 matchups, where you'll run, sprint, and slide your way across arenas, picking up both weapons and items to eliminate your opponents. Coordinate with your team to defeat your rivals, and take over the control point to win the match. Ionia is a single-player action puzzle adventure where you explore ancient ruins and use music-based magic on your quest to save the Harpa, a mythical creature whose habitat is on the brink of destruction. With every tree felled and burned by the approaching Tritone army, her spirit weakens. You and your sister Allegra are Ionia's brave new heroes, embarking on a quest to heal this mythical creature with the power of music, before it's too late. Well, if EA and DICE aren't willing to bring us Mirror's Edge in VR, then the awesome developers over at Joyway will. Stride features insane parkour as you jump, climb, wall run, and zipline from rooftop to rooftop, taking down bad guys as you go. Currently, the game features 3 arcade modes, but by the time it gets to PlayStation VR later this year, expect it to launch with improved controls, a full campaign, and storyline. Even the dead are terrified inside Barclay Mansion. As a Wraith, use your supernatural powers to unravel its secrets and hide from the sinister specters. Afterlife is a first-person VR horror exploration game set in the World of Darkness universe, developed by the talented team over at Fast Travel Games, in their first major release since 2018's Apex Construct. It's kind of amazing that even after all these years, we still don't have a proper kart racer on PlayStation VR. Touring karts came close, but Dash Dash World looks like it's going the extra mile with some very Mario Kart-inspired tracks, filled with all sorts of unique twists and turns. The developers recently confirmed this one is coming to PSVR with 8-player online racing in Q1. Grab your rifle, gaze down the scope, and take aim in this stealth action World War II first-person shooter built exclusively for VR. With an explosive campaign, astonishing immersion, and authentic weaponry, witness the devastating effect on your shots with the rebuilt VR kill cam. Use stealth and cunning to distract and outmaneuver enemy troops and vehicles across levels packed with tactical possibilities.
The fear they can instill in a foe, it can penetrate the soul.
The world was ours once. I say we get it back.
Remember Arizona Sunshine? Well, After the Fall is what happens when you give the developers of VR's premier zombie shooter the chance to blow the concept wide open. Craft, upgrade, and mod your gear from armor and a huge array of guns to melee weapons and ingenious combat devices solo or in 4-player online co-op. Then, after completing the story campaign, venture out into a living world full of events, missions, and blood-pumping encounters.